Stacy's homestead, and it's 3 days after Thanksgiving, and we've been sick in this house. So on Thanksgiving Day, my husband got sick, so we just did our Thanksgiving with us three. Had a good meal, and I could feel getting sick that day when I was cooking. So then we just been sick for the next few days. So what I did, I was gonna make bone broth and can it, but I ended up, so I took all the bones off the turkey, put it back in the crock pot, and it's just been, these bones have been cooking in here for the last almost 3 days. So they're ready, and I was gonna can it, but now because we're still sick, we have a head cold, runny nose, all that jazz. And because we're sick, I'm just going to turn it into a turkey noodle soup instead of canning it as a bone broth. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to strain the bones out of here. And then cut up a bunch of carrots and celery and cabbage and maybe some garlic. I don't have any more potatoes. I have canned potatoes I could add in if I wanted to, but I don't want to add taters. So, and then I'll rest. This is an easy soup to make when you're sick. So, take your bones, on Turkey Day, you just, instead of throwing the bones away, you just put them back in or put them in a roaster, and then cook it for 2 or 3 days, however long you want, and then I'm going to strain the bones out and add my vegetables in, and then relax while they cook, and then it should be ready in a few hours. So let's get to it. Alrighty, so I got a lot going on my counter. When you're sick, you just can't do much, so excuse if there's any mess. Anyway, so let's get the bones strained. So we're just gonna strain the bones out. We're gonna do it really easy. Whatever meat's on here is no good. Just strain this out of here. There shouldn't be a whole lot of little bones. And if there are, they're like soft and dissolvable. So it's just bone meal now. Just bone meal now. So I don't worry about any of them getting left behind, because you could just eat them and you won't choke or nothing. So now for y'all that don't have bones to make bone broth, you could just use regular broth, okay? And it's the same concept. You can even use all canned foods. Like if I didn't have these, I have fresh carrots and celery. But if I didn't have fresh carrots and celery, I'd be using my canned carrots and celery, and that's probably even easier. But I have these, they have to get eaten, that's why I'm using them. If they didn't have to get eaten and they were fresh, I'd probably just, because I don't feel good, take the easy way out. And everyone in our house is sick. Shandon doesn't really get sick because of his autoimmune thing. Like, he doesn't show illness usually. His immune system turns on, like it's always on. Like his immune system's like always on the on. So, but he just tends to sleep when he gets sick. So, I think that's all of it. Okie dokie, so we got all the bones out. Now we have our carrots, our celery. So I chopped up celery, just add it in, or dehydrated if you don't have, any way, canned or dehydrated or fresh. And then if I need more, I'll use my can if I don't have enough. And now I'm going to chop up some cabbage in here that has a little spot on there. Just take that off. Your cabbage leaves start going yucky, just peel the outer leaves off and it's good. cut that part off on the outer leaves and you're good to go. There, that's the darker stuff though. Alright, so let's just cut this up and put this in here. I normally don't put cabbage in my broth, my chicken noodle soup. In this case, turkey noodle, because I have a bunch of turkey we're going to add in. Cabbage is really good for you. That's why I'm adding it, because we're sick. And this is one of those vegetables that have a lot of benefits when you're ill. There we go. Okay, we'll let that turn we're going to turn it up to 300 to let it cook real good. And then I'm going to add some turkey. Yeah, turkey or chicken, whatever you want. You can even do ham. So here's all my turkey. We're just chop it up nicely. Try to get the drier pieces chopped in there, I guess. All the white. I like the dark meat for sandwiches. That's a dark meat? Okay. Now, you can make it a noodle if you want to, but you know, I don't really like noodles in it when I'm not feeling good. But you can add egg noodles. I might end up doing that later, you know. Once the vegetables are cooked, then add your noodles, okay? And then cook it for another few minutes till the noodles are good. Egg noodles are good in here if you have them. Or do the really thin noodles so they'll cook faster and just break them up into tiny pieces. If you wanted to, but I don't think I'm gonna do that. Alright, now once this is cooked, you can add your seasonings, and I will probably end up adding, I think I'm gonna do it right now. I'm gonna add chicken bouillon for the extra flavor. So, with a spoon. I have this, that's all I have. Or add like a big spoon of chicken bouillon. I'll do a couple and then we'll taste it later. There. And I probably have, I would say, so I have about 16 quarts of liquid in here. I almost forgot, I minced up a bunch of garlic. I had like 20 cloves of garlic, fermented garlic. I'm just gonna put in there. I have a bunch, so I thought, why not? There's that. Now, put the lid on, cook it for a couple hours, and see. I'm gonna add some of my fire cider in here, just a little bit. Tastes really good. Probably about a 1/3 cup. And then some pumpkin, dehydrated pumpkin. I have rice pack in here for to help with the moisture, and it leaked. Oh well. So, got dehydrated pumpkin in here. It's really good for you. Do a bunch of it. You can do, I have canned pumpkin sometimes I put in. Canned pumpkin's really good in soups. Ah, I got a cramp on my hand. So, yeah, there we go. All right, yeah, canned pumpkin's super delicious in soups. My little homemade moisture thing, rice one. It broke open, so I have little pieces of rice. Oh well. Anyways, this is the skins I dehydrated. So let's stir here. Give it a taste with the clean spoon because I'm sick. Everyone's pretty much exposed, so. One spoon so I don't burn my tongue. All right, so let's give it a taste here. The clean spoon. I'm sick, so I have to make sure I don't, even though everyone else is sick anyways, I still want to make sure I don't introduce any germs into my food. Tastes really good. Delicious. Probably just need some salt and pepper. Add some parsley too, I think. Do a handful of parsley for some greenery. Parsley's good for you. Okie dokie. Alrighty, so let's scoop up some. Can you see? So good. Let's bring in so you can see. Delicious. That's what it looks like. Really good. Very good. And that's how you make that. You know, when I'm sick, I can't taste anything, but I can taste this, and it tastes really good. So, well, that's how you make that. And in the meantime, I'm gonna have broth. I'm gonna go rest. I also have my concoction I'm taking, my tonic, or my hot toddy. So when that's made, I'll do a video on how to make that. But basically what this is, it's my homemade cough syrup. And It's elderberry extract in vodka. For like 2 years it's been sitting. And then I have mullein and echinacea extract that was spiced rum and had cinnamon in it. And then I combine those two together with some sorghum syrup and horsehound candies, like 4, and you crush this up and then you just cook it. And you cook off the alcohol a bit, and then you put it in here, and you have a homemade cough syrup that works really, really good, and it's good for you. So it tastes like NyQuil, but better. Alrighty, but I'll do a video on that and show you all how to make those handy dandy home remedies. And I meant to do it before we all got sick, but now I have to do it when I get better. So I'm just gonna add some cayenne pepper in here because I think it needs it. Cayenne pepper is good for throats. It's an antimicrobial. So, alrighty, well, we'll just